the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering.
Welcome in, everybody. It's
first opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
It's just me and you.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Here we go. What do we need?
Check 45 to Mike.
Heavy, 11.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Delay of game, offense.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun.
On second down, it's Coleman. Alan Bailey in on the stop. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end, and he'll be taken down shy of the 20. That he needed. He'll be a yard or two. Short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll run with a fullback, use check. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Here we go. 180.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Push him back.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here we go. 180. I got you.
45.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. 180. I got it. White.
Hey, turn it up. Two.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Garoppolo now. This is caught. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan back into his end zone. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, check. Hey, Tuesday. 51 the mic. I'm here all day.
Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Watch safety creep. Check. Safety creep.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016. Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Pilot, 64, weak. Jumper. Shift.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Here we go.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
21. Here we go. Hey, 5-7. Man, I got you. 45 is the mark.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Bravo. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's go. 21. We got to step it up. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, Charlie. Come on.
Garoppolo again. He's going to air one out. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up as safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
the name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So, kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
And they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
45. Mike, 45. Touchdown, defense. Go. He's crazy. He's checking crack. 11. 12, fellas. Here we go. 5.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Lock.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Throwing deep here for Coleman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely? Brian hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, San Francisco.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. CD, we are a quarter way through the season already. I'm curious, if you look at each conference, which division race is most intriguing to you right now?
Well, can we start in the NFC?
You do whatever you want.
Because if so, let's go to the North. Because we thought it would be a tough division coming into the season because I felt like you could make a case for everyone but Detroit when the season began. Now we're looking at Minnesota. They seem a little uncertain at 2-2. Chicago just lost their quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, for an indefinite amount of time, but that defense is playing awfully well. And Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers. So I think that division now is brutal. And then you've got to throw in Detroit. It's not the same old Lions. Matthew Stafford, he plays with heart, played hurt. And I think that they are improving as time goes on.
How about the AFC?
Well, I think the AFC South. Everyone's 2-2. We thought it would be a tough division. We thought it would be intriguing. And Gardner Minshew's mustache really adds a little extra intrigue to the whole thing. And we saw Marcus Mariota get off the deck and play well last week, too.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
45. Mike, 45.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 70 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 27 yards there, a first down.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
General West. Hey, gun.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 40 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Big stop, let's go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. This complete to Jones. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
218, chop it.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
13 yards there and a Niner first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. That one good for 24 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
6. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey, echo. Squeeze down low.
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A big 30-yard play on third. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
21. Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And it'll take back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
So Ryan and the Falcons down 24-14. Less than 90 seconds to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And the tight end, Luke Stocker, was the target. And now it's second down. Ryan to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
You see me out here?
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like...
And this is intercept, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the interception, here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with 7 seconds remaining as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They're going to try and run for it, and he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First throw of OT for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there in overtime. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check 24, check 24. Spawn. No.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Bang, 21. Bang. Alert 3. Topper. Check.
First throw in overtime now for Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage. So here's 2nd and 11. Ryan. Caught by Sanu. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? White. Watch the run. Hey, wahoo!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 45. Mike, 45.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Let's go.
One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
59, ready.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. D. Ford, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Here's Matt Bosher now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They run again with Breida. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
11. Hey, team 6.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only